And you can also mention what do you expect that the circumstances situation would have been, very formal
Yeah.
and maybe also a bit ceremonial. Okay, while in the end, it depends from notary to notary. Everybody has his own character, but the notary we dealt with was sort of amicable. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. We were, I mean, especially in the meeting, he speaks English, he speaks a little bit of German. He deals a lot with property purchases for international people in Italy, so that's really helpful. He knows that the English property system is different, so that's also really helpful. I mean, he was very kind. It is formal in that you're, of course, very smart. It's a formal meeting. You go to the notary's office. He has an office. He, of course, has staff who are part of the process and who you engage with. Big boardroom table or all that kind of thing. It is formal, but in my mind, I thought, because I think of British legal system, in my mind, I thought like he might be sitting there in a wig or something with a big gown, and we all had to be like very quiet and just like nod. We did have to be quite quiet. I mean, basically, he does all the talking, doesn't he? And you just say yes and no occasionally, and sign things. But he was also, I think, because he knew that I didn't really understand exactly what was going on, and I've never been in that situation before, he was quite jokey. He tried to make it to the meeting go along with ease, and he was really nice, to be honest.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
He also cracked some jokes.
Yes, he cracked a few jokes, and he checked in occasionally that we all knew what was going on, didn't we?
Yes.
So yeah, he was a good guy. And the meeting pretty much is, in terms of the process, he has to out loud talk through the document that you're signing. He has to read it out loud, and you have to then sign certain documentation in front of him to say that, for example, you're happy to share your data. There's all the privacy documents that you have to share, and also that you are part of the change of ownership process. So both of us you had more documents than me, but both of us had quite a lot of documents to sign. I think I had like 6 pages of documents to sign. You have to sign your name in full, so I had to sign including my middle name, which is interesting because I never do that, but you are obliged to. Luca has many middle names. Like
many. Yeah, exactly. And, I had to be careful because there was not enough space on the paper, so I had to just make sure that I didn't. I shortened up my signature in such a way to fit. Okay.
Yeah, that was quite funny. It took him a lot longer to sign his paperwork than me.
Yes, that's true.
So, note to anybody, when you have kids, just if you want to give them a middle name, give them 1, not like 5 or something, or whatever you've got. So the process was quite good, and you sit opposite. In the meeting, you sit opposite the seller. So the lady was there, the older lady with her son and also her carer. And then we were sitting on the other side. We had the estate agent with us. He's in the meeting as well. So remember that you're having to pay the estate agent fees. His presence, he's with you. He helps to explain things and look at the documents with you. And then you have the notary at the other end. And also the notary staff come in and they give you documents to sign as well. But it took, what, half an hour, 20 minutes?
Yes, half an hour. And I must say that the estate agent is in there because in the end is one of the stakeholders of the process, because I facilitated the entire purchase process of the property over weeks. And so he has an interest and he must attend the meeting as well.
Yeah. But it went quite well. And probably what's also useful to say is if you are getting a mortgage, now it really depends because we can only talk about a mortgage from our perspective. We do have a mortgage for the property. There had to be a second meeting, so we had 2 notary meetings, and you really make yourself available on his availability, right? That's how it works. So we had to have 2 meetings, so it meant going down there twice over the course of a couple of weeks. And that second meeting was about signing the mortgage with the bank. And again, it's very in person. You're in the meeting room. Luca and I are there. The notary is there. The bank manager is there, and the bank manager formally does all of the documents with you. But you signed all of those documents, didn't you?
Yes, there are many pages to sign, and it must be done in person. And the director of the branch came purposely to meet us and introduced to us all the documentation necessary. And again, it was a long signature process. Okay, many pages. I don't know. I probably counted 20.
Thankfully, the office has a nice view. So whilst you're waiting for the other person to sign all the documents, you can look out the window and enjoy the view. But actually, I have to say, it was quite a good process. I really didn't know what to expect. It was much more kind of friendly and easygoing than I expected. I was quite nervous the first time we went. Second time, a little bit better. And it was, of course, really exciting when all of that was done. So it was good, wasn't it?
Yes.